Here we go. Here we go.
What a disappointing performance by the Milwaukee Bucks right now in Toronto. I know it's on I know it's a back to back, but this type of performance is disgraceful. There was no effort, no execution. The only person playing hard for our team today was Kyle Kuzma, Cole Anthony, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Our defense was horrible. Rebounding was horrible. Rotations were horrible. We're really missing KPJ right now. We're really missing KPJ. We're missing a spark right now. I'm really hopeful that we can get KPJ back sooner than later. We just look out of sorts. And then the officiating in this game today, the officiating is absolutely ridiculous. The officiating this year against the Milwaukee Bucks is absolutely ridiculous. I am livid from watching these games at these calls. That call that Giannis almost went ballistic was ridiculous. Giannis gets mauled, and then you call a touch foul on Giannis. Then they gave, you see how quick they gave our boy AJ Green 4 touch fouls. There's definitely an agenda against the Milwaukee Bucks. I do feel that way about the officiating, but there was still no excuse for the gameplay today. The lack of execution and effort on defense, poor shot selection on offense. We just really laid an egg. We can use the excuse about back to back, but I don't ever remember the excuse about back to back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. That's something that just happened recently. I'm not going to make any excuses for this team. We played bad. And I'm upset that Giannis even played in this game if this was the type of effort that the rest of the team was going to put forth. Why even waste Giannis's time? You already know he has a bad knee. He's playing to win. If you're not playing to win, don't get on the court. We can get on Bobby Portis as much as we want, but I don't know what's going to change. Bobby Portis had a terrible game today. Gary Trent had a terrible game today. It was just all in all just a bad showing by the Milwaukee Bucks. After the great game winner by Giannis last night, to come back and play like this is very disappointing. I don't care about the back-to-back. It's very disappointing. We didn't even shoot 30% from three. We allowed them to do whatever they wanted offensively. They got whatever shot they wanted, executing flawlessly while we are stumbling and fumbling around. Man, let me just get an intro. I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. We're talking about the atrocity that's happening in Toronto right now between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors. Salute the friends and family. Salute the Bucks Nation. This was hard to watch. That's why this went live early. What are we waiting for? Our team is getting their head beat in. What are we waiting for? Unbelievable. Let's get into these stats. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Let's chop it up, friends and family. And then we got another big game coming up Friday, too. You know, we got to play Chicago, so we got to be dialed in. The Bucks are losing 123-94. This game was out of hand in the first half. We allowed them to score 40 in the first, score 34 in the second, but it wasn't just the way they were. It wasn't the amount they scored, it was how they were scoring effortlessly. Wide open 3-point shots. For some reason, I don't know what happened, but I remember that we used to communicate defensively. I don't hear any communication offensively or defensively for this team. There's so many people that don't know when to switch, don't know if they're playing man to man, if they're playing zone. That's why I think we went to zone for a while, not just to switch it up, because I don't think our team was grasping the concept of switching. I'm so confused at what Doc is doing in practice because it seems like we're making the same mistakes. We're still making the same mistakes. It's super frustrating watching this team. We're more talented than what we displayed tonight. Giannis played 24 minutes, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 steals, 1 block, only 1 turnover, 9 of 14 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, and 3 shady fouls. Miles Turner had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 of 7, 2 of 4 from 3. I would like to see Miles Turner be more aggressive offensively, especially when we're in these lulls and he's a big man. I would love to see Miles Turner be a little bit more assertive offensively. I think that would help us as well. And I think this is probably Gary Trent's worst game of the season so far. He only had 6 points, 2 of 4 shooting. Really didn't give us too much offensively. He just kind of disappeared a little bit tonight. So, like I said, back to back, I get it. We're going to use that. And now to have some time off and hopefully get well, use this as motivation to play the Chicago Bulls on Friday. AJ Green had 9 points. He was 3 of 4 from 3, but as you can see, he had 4 fouls in 17 minutes. That's by design. Shout out to the refs. That's by design. And you can see by his shooting why they got him up out of there. That's what I be telling y'all. These refs ain't stupid. The agenda ain't stupid. You know AJ Green, bro. AJ Green is pretty much a 50% three-point shooter for the most part. You get him out of there, you're going to affect this team greatly. There really needs to be an investigation on why AJ Green specifically is getting so many tic-tac fouls, but then we don't get any with our players. It's ridiculous. Bucks really laid an egg. Taurean Prince did nothing today. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 turnover. Bobby Portis played terrible today, offensively and defensively. But I will give him credit. He was crashing the boards. Bobby did have 9 rebounds, 2 points, 1 of 8, 0 of 5 from 3. Taurean Prince, 0 of 5 from 3. Kyle Kuzma has been a pleasant surprise. Can we show some love to Kyle Kuzma? Kyle Kuzma has embraced the role coming off the bench, and look what he's producing. 27 minutes, 18 points, 3 rebounds. He did have 4 turnovers, but you know, Kuz gon' Kuz. And I do want to say some of those turnovers, he was getting fouled. The same touch fouls they were giving the Raptors, Kuzma should have got some of those fouls too. When he was spinning into traffic, they banging all on his arm, nothing. They do the same thing. It's a call. The free throw discrepancy with the Milwaukee Bucks this year versus their opponents is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Cole Anthony, another solid game from him, 12 points. Hey, man, shout out to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony's been rock solid this year so far. Shout out to him. But one of the biggest differences in this game is right here. Something that we hit 23s last night. Today we hit 11 out of 38, 28%. That's not going to get it done. 15 of 21 is not great, but it's better than we have been shooting. And then again with the turnovers, it's not as bad as it's been. 12 turnovers, so that's a little better. So let's give them props for that, for cleaning up a little bit on the turnovers. But then let's go down to the Toronto Raptors. B.I. didn't even kill us today. Brandon Ingram only had 13. R.J. Barrett, 23. Scotty Barnes, 23. Emmanuel Quickly, 15. Mamu, 15. Grady Dick, 14. Who are these people? Can't believe we let Mamu get 15 on us, man. That's crazy. They shot 44% from 3, 17 to 38, 48% from the field, 23 or 29 from the free throw line, and they had 33 assists. You're not going to beat a team when they put up those type of numbers. We do it to people all the time. You are not going to beat a team putting up these type of numbers. They just beat our head, and that's it, period. They put hands and feet on us. We need to take this, use this as motivation, and come out strong Friday in the rivalry game. This was just looking ugly out the gate. Because, I mean, out the gate in this game, Toronto hit the floor hitting 3 after. I think they hit their first 5 or 6 threes in a row. We hit 1 or 2. Then we started missing, and they kept hitting. And then the refs, it was just a combination of a snowball effect that led to a 28-point loss and one of our worst three-point shooting performances of the season. Maybe we exerted a lot of energy last night to win that game. I get it. I totally get it. But there's still no excuse for this type of lackadaisical performance, not only by the team, but by the coaching staff. I do not see any type of adjustments made by the coaching staff to get people in a position to score, to help the offense. Nothing. They're just out there hooping. All the good vibes that we had in those first couple games where the Bucks looked like they were running action, they were communicating on defense. Low key, this was like the Bucks defense from last year and how we were playing offense last year. It's stagnant, no ball movement. Let Giannis save us. Doc Rivers, you got to take control of this team. You need to lead this team. This coaching staff needs to put this team in a position to win. Help this team. We have talent. They need to be coached. They need to have sets. We need to know what we're doing defensively. What are you doing in practice if it's been years now and people still don't understand what to do and when to switch, when to fight over the screen, when to drop back? We have none of that. What is going on with the fundamentals with this team and the rebounding, boxing out? Where is the fundamentals on this team? What is going on? This is why, Eliza, when we were talking yesterday, you're like, why aren't you happy about the W? Because this is the foresight. This is why. I get paid to forecast, to assume what's about to happen. That's why I was snapping last night. Because I said if you play like that against the Raptors, you're going to lose. And now look what happened. We played them like we played Indiana last night. We got our head beat in. That's why we were upset. That's why we were snapping. Because it's foreshadowing. This team was not playing well and they pulled it off against Indiana. And today we got exposed. We got to tighten up. And we need to play higher IQ basketball. It's so much low IQ basketball being played here. And again, there's multiple reasons to why things happen. I mean, the refs are a big part. I don't want to undershoot them. The refs were awful. They've been awful. They're impacting the game. They're impacting the morale of this Bucks team. You got a person like Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the nicest people in the world, that almost got out of pocket. He looked like he was about to swing on that ref low key. I was like, oh. That's when you know it's frustrating. When Giannis gets that upset, something has to be said. I know I saw that Doc said something about the calls against Giannis. We need more than that, bro. This is crazy what's going on right now. This is absolutely insane with that officiating. I'm so frustrated. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all pop in the building. Salute the friends and family. Ridiculous. Let's see who in the building here. Monolando, I see you. What up, Scales? I see you. Monolando, Amtrax. BKC, I see you. Lavelle, what's good? The childish one, JST Fresh Tech. South Cali, 414J, what's good? What up, Dr. Smith? Pickle Lou, what's good? Jeff Riley, I see you. What up, Robin Walker Murphy? Salute to all the channel members. Salute. Greg Delaney in the building, what's good? Sadowski, I see you. Shout out to the channel members. What up, Dante? I see you. Ryan Love, what's good, bro? Uncle Mike, I see you. King Kwame, what's good, bro? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. AJ Green is a bench player. He can't start on a contender. He's trying, but he just has no defense IQ. He is a great spark off the bench, but not a starter. I can understand where you're coming from with that, Kid Kwame, but we also got to take into consideration a lot of what he's going through is unwarranted. These fouls that AJ Green is getting is crazy. And just look at his production while he's in the game, bro. When he's getting his chance and they're not calling all these ticky-tack fouls, he's getting buckets. He's getting buckets, bro. I don't know what it is, but he's definitely being targeted by the officials 100%, bro. Shout out to you. What up, Bibby? Childish one, what's good? Kenny Mack in the building. Janet MOC. I'm down for what's good? Patricia P, I see you. John Hassel. Mr. 414 Pronte, I see you in the building. What's good? Dre West. My guy was good. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Robert Brooks, I see you too, my dude. Yeah, they ain't here deep. We got a lot. There's a lot of emotion. What up, Trina? Mia Kim. Shout out to the queens of the chat. Boy, mommy. See y'all in here. Jeanette. Yeah, queens of the chat in here deep. They about to regulate tonight again. Yeah, Cynthia. What up, all y'all? Salute, salute. All right, let's get. Hey, what up, Mr. Cool? My bad. Shout out to the living legend, Mr. Cool. I see Saul Cali active in the chat in Monolando. What's good, y'all? Let's see what y'all talking about. Monolando said AJ Green impacts the game a lot. That's why they have get him in foul trouble to avoid him early. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's done. It's malicious attempt towards AJ Green. It's done on purpose. What up, Milwaukee Ray? I see you. I agree. AJ Green is just a shooter. I agree with that. But there's still no excuse for some of the officiating that's going towards him. Yeah, 414 Jay Rollins done lost all his mojo, it looked like right now. He got, I don't know what happened. All the aggressiveness, all of that toughness that I saw for Rollins, he has turned back passive and docile. Shout out to B-Shack. He said, don't get too charged. Shout out to B-Shack. He said, don't get too charged about Rollins. He's definitely hit the wall, but I don't think that it's, I feel like it's mental. I feel like he's choosing not to be aggressive, and I don't know why. There's some type of mental block that all of a sudden has happened, and I'm not sure why. Again, this could be helped by coaching. Isn't that what a coach is for? Help his players figure out what's going on. I would want to know how he went from being that explosive, that aggressive to what we have now. Doc, what happened? What is happening with Double R? What is happening with Double R, bro? This is where we need you to, you're the people person, right? You the players coach, figure out what's going on with this guy. We need Ryan Rollins to be aggressive, y'all. We need Ryan Rollins scoring, especially being down KPJ. We know Giannis got a bad wheel. We need that. Ridiculous. Shout out to Jeff Riley. Kuzma can't start next to Giannis. That's why AJ is starting. I agree with that. I agree. I don't like that either. Kuzma with Giannis. And I like I said, what would we be saying if AJ Green wasn't getting all these fouls called on him? It would be a completely different look for AJ Green. I'm telling you, the fouls are impeding that man's progress. 100%. Mr. 414 said, well, the quote, ha Davis, let's regroup. Yo, shout out to Mr. 414. They don't even know who that is, bro. Salute. Chessbox said, I don't like bringing up officiating, but this is bad, worse than ever. Oh, yeah, this is terrible. Terrible. Dante said, y'all gassed his head. Shouldn't we be happy when we see a player that we've been supporting for a long time look like he's turned a corner? Why would you not give him premium gas? That's how people get better. You exude confidence when people believe in you. We were showing belief in Rollins for what he was doing. So should we not commend him? Give that man his flowers for playing well? Come on, man. And he could still get back in. He could get back in that lane. It's just he has to choose to. Lavelle said tonight Rollins fatigued. I think the whole team was fatigued. Good point. Hey, shout out to Scales. He said the honeymoon is over for Rollins. It could be, bro. That fast. That fast. I know Amtrak, she was saying in the chat, or maybe it was Bleacher, about that scouting report stuff, and it looks like that's what happened. Just like an NFL quarterback, you might have a great first year because they can't figure out, but they got all summer to look at the film, look at the tape. They come back and you not as slick as you once were. You got to adjust to the adjustment. So now maybe that's what it is. Ryan Rollins has to adjust to what defenses are doing to him. Oh, boom. Amtrak just said, this is why Amtrak's my boy. Rollins just needs to adjust to all the new attention he's getting from opposing defenses. Agreed. Shout out to Amtrak's Beats by the Pound. Salute. Teams are on his... Yeah, teams are on him now. That's the difference. I agree. Multiple J said the ref needs to be slapped in the face and please get Bobby and Doc off of this team. Oh, shout out to Janet MOC. That's a great point. Defense is everything, 100%. Defense matters, and we look like we don't know what we're doing on defense. We still don't. Like I said, we regressed to damn near the defense of last year in these last couple of games. That's how far I think we've regressed, respectfully. That's crazy. I'm gonna tap you in a second, Bleacher. Let me just get a couple more of these comments off because a lot of people feeling away in the chat as they should. And salute Dr. Smith too. Let me put the link in the chat here. Ridiculous. This team just laid down today in front of everybody. It's crazy. Hold on one sec. I'm trying to click it. And Monolando said if I shout out to Canada, Monolando said if I see Bobby get more than 10 minutes again, I'm going to crash out. Bobby had a really bad game. Even for Bobby, this was an ugly game. Ugly game. Appreciate you, Dr. Smith. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Dr. Smith for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. If you got time, Dr. Smith, tap in. Appreciate you. There you go. All right, here we go. Yo, yo, son, is your name Light Skin Ray Allen? Is that what you put on there, Monolando? What's wrong with you, bro? Hold on, let me tap y'all in. That was crazy. Shout out to Monolando. Tapping y'all in. VP, Dr. Smith, Monolando. This dude, Monolando, man. What's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with you? Nobody else can see that. I only see that. That's what's funny. Shout out to Monolando. What up, VP? Dr. Smith still on the road. We appreciate the time. Dr. Smith is on the road, still tapping in with the pie. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So we had an ugly one today, y'all. So let's start with Bleacher, then we're gonna go to Dr. Smith, and then with Monolando. Damn it, I need a minute now, bro. Go ahead, VP.
Man, I got a lot to say today, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Well, with Rollins, with me, Antrax, pretty much I agree with Antrax. They're adjusted to him, and now they're just blitzing him like dang. Like 5 minutes in the game, they're already doubling him already. He's like, oh my god, they're doubling me now. Like, yeah, you play
Right.
like that. The sky reports and read sky report like he's really good. Just gotta get him early. So I'm not saying the honeymoon's over. The thing with him is he needs to adjust and get better. And now let me get to the referees, man. Let me get in on this, man. Yesterday, I was at the interview after the game, and you saw that they told Giannis that, or they told Doc that look, he can handle the fouls. He can go through it. I'm like, well, who told you that?
Right.
It doesn't matter if the man built like a husky or look like Shaq. A foul is a foul.
Fact.
How many times I seen a Toronto player get fouled? It was like a little ticky-tack foul. And Giannis
when Giannis almost snapped on that ref and you see him ball up his fist, that was a crazy minute right there. Where on the other end, he got mauled, and then he walked just on the side of that person, and I think he brushed his arm against dude's arm, and they called the foul. I was like, oh yeah, it's the Milwaukee Bucks are being targeted. They're being targeted.
Go off, and Gary Trent saved his life because he was about to let that referee
have it. Yeah.
It's too much. I understand that the referees, not everything. They had a bad game. They had a horrible game. It's just that it's disheartening when you don't see the team getting opportunity in the game. This is like with me complaining about the Dodgers just getting anybody they want, buying people they want, and then everybody say, "Why are you complaining about that?" Because I feel like my team, the Brewers, ain't getting a fair opportunity because the salary cap sucks.
Right.
That's my point with the Bucks, because it feels like to me that the referee just saying, "Oh, Josh can handle getting fouled like that. Oh, he got mauled. That's not flagrant. We're gonna call a common foul on that." It's getting ridiculous.
I agree.
Then with Doc, look, you got Bobby in too long again. in the first. I mean, he cannot defend. He just can't. He cannot defend. I try to give him his, try to give his grace, but
Right.
when he's not hitting shots, he's unplayable. When he's not hitting shots, he's not really worth you playing him. And then Kuzma has been trying to do his thing. Everybody's missing shots. And then this is the one. This is more important than what
But
he
I
played.
do want to give. But speaking of Kuzma, Kuzma's been hooping.
Yeah.
Kuzma's been hooping.
I feel bad for him because it feels like he had to rush.
Lemonade.
But this is my number one thing that the Bucks need to understand: when you're not making your shots, what's your backup plan? When you don't make your shots, your threes are missing. What are you supposed to do? Go in the hole. Take it to the hole. Take it to the hole. Like, why are you guys not taking it to the hole? Why do you
Right.
guys have to? Why Bobby Turner have to do it? Take it to the hole. Like, we don't hit your shots. Take it to the hole. Go ahead. I'm gonna calm
On
down.
you, Dr. Smith. Shout out to you, Sadowski.
Salute family, salute chat, salute everybody. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you what kind of day it was for me, right? This is a work trip. This is not vacation time. This is a work trip, right? And so I got in pretty late, and I was so far behind the game that by the time the second quarter started, the game was over. So I didn't even know if I was gonna make the chat, right? When that happens, I'll get like little alerts for the score. I try to ignore them. I'll do everything that I can. I try to turn them off or whatever so I don't see the score. And it just so happened that the score popped up and I saw it. And I said, we lost by 28 points. Yeah, let me save myself. Right?
Don't even put yourself through it.
Right, exactly. Punching holes in this hotel wall or whatever, like I'm crazy. I didn't see all of the game to be able to comment on it, right? But I do see trends. So it's like I said the other day, right? That the scouting report is out on Rollins, right? That's like the commonly held belief right now. What's supposed to happen at this point, in my opinion, is if it's an arms race, right? So you know that Ryan Rollins is not going to be able to walk around people without help at this point if they are specifically targeting him. So as a coach, you take the next step and you scheme him open. Far too often with the teams that I seem to watch and to love, the coach just gives the ball to his star players and says, make something happen without us actually trying to put thought into the process to create something happening, right? If we know that Ryan Rollins is a special player, and I still believe that he is, as far as getting downhill, then why don't you actually send a screen for him immediately as soon as he comes across half court? Why are you waiting on him to get trapped and then you send help, hoping that he makes the pass through four arms and whatnot, and then you wonder why he's turning the ball over? Ryan Rollins, to his credit, I think he's going through it, right? He's new to success. A lot of these people didn't know who he was, right? And so there are going to be moments when he's doing ill-advised things, when he's driving, and trying to make something happen when he should be driving and passing. You know what I mean? We are a drive and kick team. We've been a drive and kick team since all of my hair was black, right? Drive and kick. That's like an old strategy. So when I see you going into the paint and there's a clear pass to make and you're not seeing it because you're going for individual glory, I get a little put off by that. And that's something that he has to learn with time. I think he has more extended grace than some of the older players when I see them doing it and making ill-advised shots. So it's just like you said, man, basketball IQ right now, there has to be an emphasis on the smart decision right now. And I don't think that there is. And I'm going to start calling people that we all consider our favorites, right? In the previous game, we got away with it because Giannis made the last-minute shot, right? But before that, Giannis shot a three when points were hard to come by. And I made the comment that if out of all the shots in your shot catalog, if that is the weakest one that you have and points are hard to come by, is that the best shot for the team in that moment? Or is that the best shot for you in that moment? And there are a lot of people doing that right now on this team. I saw a Kyle Kuzma come down. This wasn't even like a 2-on-1 situation. Like if we're talking about shot clock management, and this dude just popped up a three
with 12 seconds left. Yes, I remember that play with 12 seconds left. He just came. But that's not
and just
that's
shot the three.
undisciplined. That's undisciplined. I know you want to blame it on Kuzma, but that's also coaching because if that was Greg
No, no,
Popovich or
no.
another coach, they would have said
I'm
something
blaming it
ahead of time.
specifically on the coaching. Because why don't you know not to do that?
That's what I'm
Why
saying.
don't you know not to do that? And to me, I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna have a whole lot of John Morant moments, right? Because if that happens and I'm the coach, time out immediately.
Right.
You're gonna know immediately that that was the wrong answer. Wrong answer, sir. Of all the people on the court to be shooting threes, you the last one to do it. You are a bailout 3-point shooter. You are the break glass in case of emergency 3-point shooter. If no one else has an option, that's
Mm-hmm.
when you shoot the three. I don't care how that makes you feel because you playing good right now, Kyle Kuzma playing good right now, is because we actually gave him a very specific job to do. And nowhere in that job title did it state you are a 3-point shooter immediately. You are the first option on the three. You are not a first option on the three. Giannis is not a first option on the three. I don't know why you're doing it. And the fact that you don't know how to do it, to me, that disconnect needs to be investigated. Is it that you were told, they drilled it in your head and you still did what you wanted to do? Because if that's the case, go down, you sit next to Thanasis, we'll see you when we see you. If that's what happened. Or is it the teaching that didn't happen? Because if that's the
Yes.
case, Doc, go down, go sit down next to Thanasis, we'll see you when we see you. There's a disconnect happening there, right? We're not,
Yes.
like Scale said, like I pointed out, we're not scheming people open. We're not surprising anyone. If we don't have a ton of people that could break down offense, then this is where the coaching needs to start because that's where the coaching needs to break down. The equivalent was the same for the Packers, right? When we had a whole bunch of wide receivers that had trouble sometimes getting open. So
Mm-hmm.
what are you supposed to do, Matt LaFleur? You scheme these people open. Stop waiting on them to be Justin Jefferson and able to just do it by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Scheme them open. And guess what? In the NBA, that's what you're supposed to be doing anyway. Any
Right.
individual skill that you have is supposed to be icing on the cake. The coach is supposed to be getting you open. The best two teams in the NBA last year had the best what? Schemes.
He's
Schemes.
talking, Mister. Man,
OKC and the
listen.
Pacers had the best schemes. And OKC just happened to have the best individual offensive player that year as well. But a lot of it was scheming them open to the most advantageous players for their skill sets. And I just don't see it right now. I don't. And the last point that I'll make before, because I don't want to dribble the air out of the ball, I definitely want to hear my man from Canada speak on it.
Right.
But our defense right now,
Is terrible.
it's more than AJ being targeted. It's more than Bobby being a complete zero, -5 out of 10. We are 16 in the league right now. Before the game started, we were 16th in the league. We were below average in defensive ranking. That is not going to cut it on a team that they were talking about, well, offensively, what are we going to do? How are we going to win games? And it was supposed to become from defensive intensity, turnovers, fast break, right? That
That's
starts
how it
with our
was initially in the season. The first few games of the season, that's what they were doing. They were causing
right.
turnovers. They were playing smart. There was communication defensively. The ball wasn't sticking, and then all of a sudden, it looks like we're the Bucks from last year. Even though we don't have the personnel, it looks like we're playing like last year, in my opinion.
Nail on the head. I couldn't have said it any better, right? Because last year you can at least use age as an excuse. We jump all over Brook Lopez, but to be honest with you, at a certain point, when you are older, like he was,
Mm-hmm.
if you are post back surgery, then there's only so long that you're going to be among the league leaders,
Right.
defensively, individually. What's your excuse to the guys who we currently have on the roster? Right, all of you are young enough to be my children. Every last one of you on the team. That's how young the squad is. Maybe that's how old I am, but that's how young the squad is. So no one has age as an excuse. No one is post back surgery.
Right.
Why is getting into the lane just like an easy pass? Everyone has an easy pass. No one has to pay toll at all anymore. Everyone just has an easy pass. Once you get to the
That was
paint,
funny.
if you've broken
That
our
was funny.
defense down, you feel me though? But once you've broken down beyond that perimeter barrier, which right now is okayish, where we absolutely are the pits where we stink like doo doo is in the paint if Giannis and Miles are off the court.
Oh,
And
100%. Oh,
I'm tired of looking at
oh,
that. I'm
because
tired
Bobby
of
is just
this.
gonna usher you. Bobby's like a usher out there. He gonna walk with you to the rim. Bobby will just escort you to the rim. There's no trying to stop, get in front of you. He just gonna walk with you to the rim.
It's not a like he is. There was a play the other game. I can't remember if it was against Sacramento. It probably was, because I know I was for real screaming at the TV, and then I'm cool with it. But the dude literally just moved out the way like he was in foul trouble. So I had to look up, and it was, sometimes players will avoid the contact. They want to stay on the court. He wasn't in foul trouble. You have foul trouble mannerisms, and you weren't in foul trouble. Why are you avoiding conflict, contact, confrontation, resistance, and you're not even in foul trouble?
right.
That's what you look like. What is going on with our defense? Before we even talk about Ryan Rollins being targeted, I honestly think that this is still good for him. You're not sneaking up on anybody. You have to learn to play when you're being targeted. That's what really separates the best from the guys who are flashes in the paint, because the best get that level of attention every night and is still able to succeed. And
Correct.
I believe that Ryan Rollins can ascend to that level, but this is all a part of
Maturation
your
process.
exactly. So I'm not tripping on that yet, because I saw what he looked like when he looked good. What I am tripping on is this defense that was supposed to be generating offense for us when we are lacking consistent offense. We are still without KPJ.
It's
Where are
hurting
these
us.
points going to come from? It's supposed to be defense. Really? At 16 in the league, we're probably going to be even lower than that when we just lose to the Raptors by 30 points?
Right.
Yeah. I'll let y'all
I
marinate on
just
that.
the I try not to blame. I'm trying to like leave Doc out of it a lot this year and trying to look at it more from a player point of view. But at certain points, you have to start holding the coaching accountable. Yes, the players have a huge role in what's going on the floor. I understand that. But who is preparing them to be on the floor? They have to be held accountable as well. Because when we look at good teams in the NBA, we look at teams that are fundamentally sound, disciplined, and they have an identity of what they're doing offensively and defensively. We can look at the game last night with the Indiana Pacers. They didn't have any of their starters, their bench was depleted, but it looked like the same old Pacers because of the discipline, the coaching, and having plays to run, knowing when you got plays, you have things to fall back on if things get tight in the game. And they had that. They were never rattled. We won, but they were never rattled because they understood what they had to do. They've been prepared. I don't feel that way when I watch the Bucks. I feel like we have players that get their cape on and save us, but I never see us really run plays. Like Giannis hit that big shot, that's cool. But usually when you see that, you'll see a play being ran to get someone open for a good shot. That was just ISO ball that worked out for us. I'm still
Right.
not seeing Doc Rivers or this coaching staff's imprint on this team yet. I could be tripping, y'all let me know, but I'm
What
still not seeing the
with,
imprint.
with Doc right now? What year are we in?
What, 2.5, something like that. It doesn't even, you know what, with Rock voice, it doesn't matter what year it is. It's been too many for him to still be doing what he's doing. Real
That's
talk. It doesn't even matter anymore. We need more from Doc. But go ahead, Monolando. It's on you. Shout out to Canada. Go ahead, bro.
Salute everybody to the panel. Good to see
Yes, sir.
y'all after a long time.
Right.
Good to see y'all. I haven't been on the panel for a while, but I had to come on today, bro. Like,
Right. I
I
feel
had to
you.
leave my word out. Oh
Right.
man, like I was gonna go to this game, and then I had a huge headache. Good thing I had a headache the whole day. But
It stopped you. Right. It stopped you from seeing what was
yeah,
about to
I was
happen.
like, I was like, is the traffic going there worth it? I'm like, I have a feeling this is gonna be a bad game, so I didn't go. And then I was watching the game. I seen that we scored, like they scored a three, and then we came back and scored a three. I was like, okay, good,
I
nice.
tap out for
And then they
KC.
swung
Okay.
the ball and they put
Appreciate
us
you.
in rotation. Oh, see you later.
Yeah, I'll tap in
Mr. Mutual
CJ
Report.
here. What up,
Salute,
Yeah,
CJ.
CJ? Been a minute, bro.
salute,
Give us a
salute.
minute. Let Monolando cook. Then we gonna pass to you, CJ. Good seeing you too, bro. Salute. Go ahead, Monolando.
Yeah, man. Like I seen the how they put us in rotation so fast. I was like, yeah, this is it. This, and then Giannis just watched Scotty Barnes shoot it. wide open three and just looked at him. I'm like, so you're not gonna close out? Like this is the kind of game we're gonna play today? You're not gonna close out. You're not gonna switch. You're not gonna do nothing. Like you're just gonna like look at each other like, oh, was that your man? Oh, was that your man? So I'm like, yeah, I had a feeling this was gonna happen. But I had a hunch, not a hunch, but like I had like this weird feeling since that Sacramento game where the lane is like a open parking lot. Like you can just park anywhere. Like yo,
Yo, he said you
like
can go anywhere. It's crazy.
the lane
What's
is like a
Yeah.
open parking lot. When Bobby comes in, I'm sorry, I don't want to trash on the dude, but this guy does not fit on our team. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like his his role was very he played his role really very well under that
no.
slow offense we played before that pass it to Bobby, he's gonna let him cook kind of offense we had when he comes in. I mean, yeah, he's gonna give you buckets, but man, this guy does not care about defense. I don't think anyone, bro, he pretends to play defense. He doesn't even like actually play defense. He's looking like, oh, let me show the coach I'm putting my hands up. Oh, I'm playing defense. What do you want me to do? Like, bro, he's actually fooling everybody. He's not playing defense on purpose. Like, bro, you jumped in the air to grab the rim. You can't even jump the dunk.
Right,
Like,
right. Bobby's layup pack. Bobby
like,
might have the
yo,
worst layup percentage on the team, and he's 6'10". Bobby is crazy. Well, I don't know. Was it this game? I gotta ask my bro. I think it was last game. Bobby was playing man to man where everybody else was playing zone. I've never seen anything like that in my life. No joke. I'm not even being funny. I'm dead serious. It was last game. Bobby was playing man to man. Everyone else was playing zone. I had
Yeah.
I had to turn the TV off for 30 seconds to gather myself because I couldn't even fathom. You're looking at your teammates. You can see everybody is guarding the area. Then you decide to guard a man. So you're telling me your synapses is firing that slow where your cognitive skills aren't picking up what's going on. It's crazy. I am concerned about
the
Bobby Porter Jr. Go
the
ahead,
crazy thing
Monolando.
is, the crazy thing is, it's like he's not even like he's 35. He's 30. Like, bro, you can't move your feet. You're like you're not an old man. And he won't even like jump to block the ball or even contest. He'll like watch the guy like help him lay it up for him. Like he's like, yeah, the rim's wide open. It's right here. Like yo, like that just pissed me off. Every time I see Bobby on the court now, it just pisses me off. I'm sorry.
You know,
Like
another thing we need
this.
to put in there too. I know Bobby's been doing that, but also I think some they were saying in the chat too. Miles Turner needs to be a little bit more aggressive too. I think offensively, he's doing his
Yes.
job. He's rebounding. He's playing smart. But when we have these lulls, and he's a big man, we should be able to feed him. Go ahead, Dr. Smith. What you about to say?
No, I just real quick.
Uh-huh.
I'm a man of my word, no strays. So here you go. Right, we are men of honor. By all means, please
Okay,
continue.
go ahead. He gonna hit the push-ups. See that? Hey,
Oh,
we're men of pride
yo,
here.
he kept his word.
We're men of pride here. Okay, Don Smith. Okay, okay. Hey, see, no strays. We're men of honor over here in this podcast, and women. Shout out to the queens of the chat.
Hey, yo, he's keep going.
You
No,
know
we
what?
gonna
Though, but
work.
we need Miles Turner to be more aggressive. We do need him offensively. We need him to be damn near 15 point a game score at this point. And
Hey,
I know
hey,
people were
Amara,
talking
sorry, I
about
do
it, and
wanna.
we're a little bit off about Kuzma starting, but maybe we
Mhm.
try it and see. Maybe we try it and see. Put him back in the starting lineup to at least give the size. What's the worst that can happen? If it doesn't work, put back in AJ Green. But at least the refs won't target Kuzma. At least you protecting AJ for a little bit. So he don't. I mean, the first foul of the game was on AJ Green. And it was like in the first 45 seconds. Crazy. All he did was look at somebody. They was like,
Foul.
foul. He
Immediate.
was like, for what? Because you're AJ Green. Nothing
Yeah.
else need to be said. Because you're AJ Green. Go ahead, Valado. Then we will go to CJ. Go ahead, bro.
I wanted to finish off with this. Like, I understand Miles Turner is new to the team. He's still in that mindset. Like, I'm new. I'm the new guy. I can't just take the ball and run with it. Like Dame had some time to adjust as well. He wasn't just coming in and saying, this is my team now. I'm gonna run things. Oh, Giannis is asking for the ball. Screw it. I'm gonna go drive. It took him a while for him to get comfortable. Like I understand, Miles Turner is not really the most gifted offensive player I've seen, but he's really good on the defense. Like he's been getting blocks, he's contesting everything. That's what we want from Miles Turner. That's not
Mm-hmm.
the bad thing. Yes, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, taking his shots when he's open for the three. Stop pump faking, just shoot it. But maybe he just needs to be more comfortable around the system. The system needs to grow better for him to adjust better. Like I said, this is a new system for Doc as well. We haven't run this system last year. Even our
Mm-hmm.
guys are not used to it. So how is Miles Turner going to be used to the system? He just came,
That's
and
fair.
even Cole Anthony just came. Cole Anthony's been playing solid. Just he needs to work on a little bit more of his. He's good. His playmaking is really good, but he just needs to work on his like I don't know how do I say. He just needs to play a little bit more solid defense. Stop cooking, trying to cookie people. You're a little too small to be cooking like 6'7" guys. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, but like Ryan Rollins is just that Linsanity thing going on in his head. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling it today. He's just getting confidence from his teammates after he's getting the chance out of it. How many years? Like it's been a year, right? He's been only getting a few minutes those years, and he was injured, but now he feels happy and healthy. And he wants something to prove because he just got paid. He has something to prove. So, um, and then what's next? Like Kuzma, he's been playing solid. I have no problems with Kuzma.
Same.
Even his turnovers are little. There's not that much turnovers anymore from Kuzma. Um, and then the refereeing part, you may call me a conspiracy theorist. I've always thought this that Giannis is the most unfairly officiated
Yep.
um
Player in the league.
superstar. Bro, he's not a regular like a player. Like he's not no average like player in the corner shooting threes. Bro, this is Giannis Antetokounmpo, bro. And you know how many fouls Shaq used to get? And you're telling me Giannis can't get the same treatment? Like, bro, I don't. And then you get touch fouls that are like you don't even touch the person. You just in their vicinity, you get a
Correct.
foul.
And getting the call is
Yo.
crazy.
And this guy Giannis has four defenders grabbing, pushing, like literally slapping his head, and oh yeah, we didn't see nothing, and you're right in front of it. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna pass my to my homie upstairs,
Yeah, what up? What
CJ
up,
right here.
CJ? What up, CJ?
Yo,
So
yo,
CJ,
Milo, you
yo,
said something that got me mad because literally
Going through it. He
watching
looked like he
those
was going through
whole
it.
All
like
right.
6 games, bro. But hold on, let me just say this because I'm not gonna go long, but I'm gonna try to hurry up and cook.
Okay.
I know it's a back to back, but it's a reason why I came in because last year we was horrible on back to backs. So I didn't care about what the success we're doing. So I kind of want to wait until like everything has been kind of like somewhere up. Doc Rivers is still garbage. So let's get that out the way. Bobby, I don't know why we keep playing Bobby at the five, knowing that like he's not gonna provide nothing. I get Jericho Sims is not gonna provide nothing, but you cannot have Bobby Portis, who is not even going to move his feet. Jericho can move his feet. Here's the thing: the last couple of games we struggled on offense is due to missing Kevin Porter Jr. And it's also our offense right now is a little predictable. And you saw with Toronto, they play even though they was fouling the shit, they was playing the passing lanes, and we
Mm-hmm.
was
Right.
not hitting shots. So what is that going to tell any coach? Put four guys on Giannis anytime he gets the ball, but nobody was attempting mid-range shots. So that's when you have KPJ, who can also put the ball on the floor and drive to the cup, but he can also score from the mid range, probably efficient just like Cole Anthony, but probably better than anybody on the team. But he's not here. So it kind of, stuns some a little versatility on the offensive end.
Mm-hmm.
But with Miles, it's like I don't mind like 15 points, but as long as it's double digit points, I think it's valuable. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know it's unrealistic right now because it's similar to how he is with Pacers. Like he got to get the ball set up to him. Like I don't know if I heard somebody say it, and I agree. He's uncoordinated as hell. Brook, don't get me wrong, was slow, but Brook, it was gonna be like it was gonna go in most of the time if he had that little floater driving in stuff like that. But it was fluid but slow. But Miles Turner's a little bit like erratic, like Kuzma. It's not disrespecting in a way, but it's just from what I'm
Good
seeing.
observation.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
That's the scouting report.
along with it, man, I'm gonna say this with AJ Green because I love AJ Green, but he is being dogged out by the coach and by the referees because fam, you cannot put him in games when we know teams have wings. Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes,
RJ
RJ,
Barrett.
you can't be putting him starting in a line. That's where Kuzma, in my opinion, should be starting in those type of lineups. Like Atlanta, for example, they have size. Don't get me wrong. Just like you said, if we need to put in AJ Green quickly because Kuzma is not providing, but like at the same time, AJ Green, he's doing everything. There's times when AJ Green is playing great defense and they still calling the foul. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not saying that we can't play defense. But all I'm saying is to the NBA and the referees, y'all bullshitting, bro, because none of these teams can get 30 to 40 free throws on anybody else. It don't matter if it's a good team or a bad team. But when they play the Bucks, they get about damn near 30 free throws,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
30
annoying,
free
bro.
throws, easy work.
It's
30 free
I
throws.
guarantee you, I can probably make $100 off of Prize Picks if they put free throws about playing the Bucks. I'm going over on 30, bro. It's ridiculous, fam.
CJ is in his bag. Let's
It
go.
is ridiculous, dude. Because these, bro, and then on top of that, like I don't want to keep bringing up officiating because it sounds like a corny way, but it's just like I'm a basketball guy. I'm watching other teams. They are not calling the same type of fouls that we are getting, bro. It's ridiculous. And then lastly, so I can calm down, um, I believe Cole Anthony should get more minutes, a lot more minutes, probably starter minutes in a way, kind of like sixth man of the year because he is the only player right now because KBJ ain't coming back that can actually distribute the ball, facilitate the offense. Don't get me wrong, Ryan Rollins is great, but right now he's getting to the stage where everybody's going to be keying in on him on film because now since the question mark on the team was who else is going to be alongside with Giannis going to be contributing. Ryan Rollins right now has been on everybody's radar because he's unknown. Now that he can actually put pressure on the defense with like attacking the rim and shooting, but when he's handling the ball, he's got to be better with like seeing the traffic. Like when dudes are like literally in the lane, you can't be throwing those passes, especially when it's like soft touch passes to the D. Like you can't do those.
That's
And
fair.
then that's just me. And you got to also be confident in your shot. Don't like look. I get Giannis is on the court. Take your shot, bro. Take your shot. And mind you, that's not just for Ryan Rollins. That's everybody on the Bucks. They are literally putting four guys on that man, bro. You guys are open. They put four guys on Giannis. Just shoot the ball. If you don't make it, you don't make it. But hey, it's a
Yeah.
high percentage
Bobby ain't
shot.
scared to shoot the ball.
Hey, that's one thing about Bobby. He ain't gonna be scared to shoot. But the problem is he ain't gonna be putting effort on the other side of the ball. I can't give you cookies points for that. You need to put we like energy on both sides of the ball. That's
Right.
all we ask. But other than that, but Doc, and lastly, I'm
Go
sorry
ahead,
to
bro.
say this.
No, go ahead, bro.
Lastly, this is where I came on the live. Why did you let Kuzma run the offense this game right here? But in the last three games, especially the Kings game, you don't let him stay in the game in the fourth quarter when he was cooking.
I still don't understand that. I still don't understand that.
One where you gotta ride the high hand. There's nobody else on the team that can distribute the ball or affect either a star caliber player like Giannis. So if we have Gary Trent on a roll, AJ Green probably on the roll hitting threes, Ryan Rollins on the roll, play him. Even Cole Anthony, get out your way, man. I'm serious. Get out
No,
your
you.
way.
Hey, we've been saying that all the time. He'll take people out. They just scored 8 points in a row. Timeout, take him out the game. What are you doing?
Like, there's even times when Bobby can be cooking, and then you gonna put him on the bench? Like,
Right. No, we've got to take advantage of these days with Bobby cooking. You got to let him go.
like, that's it, man. that's just it. We just gotta regroup on Friday because I kind of do
Hey,
like these competitions because I know we got upcoming and we got to go play against them Texas teams.
mhm.
Kind of I'm excited to play them.
I'm excited to play the Bulls because the Bulls is playing good basketball. We're gonna have to be ready. I don't want no excuses. We're gonna be rested. No excuses for the Bulls Friday. It's at home at Fiserv Forum, the house that
We got
Giannis
a
built.
nice.
We better come to play, or the Bulls gonna give us an L. Bulls ain't messing around. They're hooping this year. I don't know if y'all paying attention, but they're hooping. They look a lot different than they did last year. A lot different. But let's spin the block again. Let's go to you, Dr. Smith. On you.
Well, I mean, like I see like the conversation is starting with Kyle Kuzma. I'm still not a fan of that in the starting lineup because his shot is not reliable enough. And again, I just think his style is too junky to
Mm-hmm.
play alongside Giannis. The answer used to be, and it was sitting right in front of everyone. He just played himself out of it. Was Torian Prince, because Torian Prince had the length and he had the shot, right? So you still keep the design of your offense strategically. Giannis is almost five out. It's not quite five out, but it's driving dish to the open shooter, so he needs to have four shooters around him. If Kyle is playing in that style of offense, he is not a shooter at all, right? I mean, if he might be worse than Giannis, and as far as that is concerned, Torian Prince was the perfect answer, but Torian Prince played like he did last year toward the end and in the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs. The playoffs, he was unplayable, right? His inability or his unwillingness to shoot contested threes and the fact that he was slow and sometimes his IQ is definitely suspect. And that kind of took him out of that conversation.
Right.
So it used to be him, right? I think I'm still not a fan of him being the answer. I just think he's a better answer than Kyle Kuzma, right? I don't really like that. I just think with AJ Green, it's very similar to Bobby Portis. I think Bobby Portis flat out is a terrible defender, but I think he's made worse with the way that we play him on
Mm-hmm.
defense, right? Playing him in the
Mm-hmm.
post is absolutely like the worst possible option, and it just doesn't seem like they are willing to do anything else or that we can do anything else. Bobby Portis' history lesson was only put in the paint once upon a time for us because it was a band-aid to tie it over. We didn't have any other backup big men behind Brooks. So it was like, Bobby, you got the job. And I think the mission was supposed to be, you got the job until we could find someone who's better equipped to do it. Then we can put you back to what it is you do well, right? Bobby Portis offensively is a four. Defensively, a three, maybe, but
Yeah.
nothing close to the post. You should be nowhere close to the post. He's not explosive. He's not going to go up.
No first
He
step.
doesn't do vertical defense. He can't do anything that you need in the post. And they just never fixed that problem. So it's been a leak this entire time. You know what I mean? And
Oh yeah.
AJ Green, well, AJ Green is not a three, but if we want him on the court, it's almost like we got to figure out a way to put him on the court and just kind of eat the loss. But he's not a three.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a
Not even
willing
close.
defender. I think he tries hard, but he's not a good defender. There's nothing he's not going to get a steal. He's not going to jump in the passing lane. He's not going to play vertical defense. He's not going to get any of the tip aways. He's not going to do any of those individual good things that we need in order for me to classify him as a good defender. He's a willing defender. He's not late. He's not Bobby Portis. He's not just letting somebody just walk right by him
Right.
and do all that kind of stuff. So he's a willing defender. And I think we scale up because of expectations. If you're willing, we're going to call you good. If you're good, we're going to call you great. I think he's being scaled up. You know what I mean? But I don't know what other options we
We
have,
have.
right? And that still keeps us in the offense that we want to run. So it's not an easy answer, to be honest with you, right? You know what I mean? Because if we want that punishment that he can give you on offense, if Giannis is running the court, if he's penetrating and he dishes out to the shooters, there are a few guys on the team that could punish you worse than a lineup with both AJ Green and Gary Trent in it at the same time. Torian Prince would have been a good answer because once upon a time, he was just as punishing a 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I think he's playing better this year than he was last year. I got to give him that props, but I don't know if he's playing well enough to put him back in the starting lineup. If AJ Green gets moved out, that's who I would move it out for. Because Kyle Kuzma just completely reconfigures your offense. And I think if then you see the regression in Kyle because now he doesn't know what he's doing, and he needs a plan. He
I
needs a
agree.
plan. He needs a defined plan, or he's going to start coloring outside of the lines real quick. He
What?
gets just a little bit of confidence, and he forgets how to play basketball. Just a little bit of games playing well, and he's shooting threes before and not to the benefit of the shot clock. I can hear over the crowd, over the announcers, Doc cursing him out from the sideline. What are you doing? Like I heard that on the playback. Come on, Kyle, clapping because Kyle knew he had screwed up, right? Kyle is like one of the players. I do just a little bit good, like you know what I mean. It's just it blows up. I don't know. So, but yeah, I was reading some of these comments. I'm laughing to myself because No Strays was sitting
Oh
here saying
yeah.
I'm gonna be by the end of the season, I guess messing around with you with all the push-ups I'm gonna have to do. I don't know. To listen to South Cali, I'm doing too much. I don't know. Maybe.
I love the
South
chat.
Cali, I'm
Shout
gonna do
out
what
to
I
the
want though.
chat.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
the
yeah. I'm
chat.
gonna do what I
Oh,
want though, South Cali. Shout out.
on you, Monolando. Then we gonna go to CJ. Go ahead, Monolando. You on mute, bro. Monolando.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
So I had a question, right? So last year when we were playing the Pacers on the was it game six? No, game five, right? Was it game
Five.
five?
Five.
The
Yeah.
last game. Not gonna lie, that looked really good, and we played against a hard team. The Pacers are really hard for us to play. I'll admit it. They're really hard, very competitive, a little bit dirty. Um,
Right.
yeah, like, but you gotta play a little bit dirty to win.
Right.
That's how they play. That's how you play hard. But like, don't injure someone. But like,
Right.
that's how they play. But I don't think we have that grit like the Pacers. We need to get to we need to get to a level where we can play um with grit. We haven't played with grit in a while. Like I know a bunch of these games we were playing to our offense, very comfortable, very comfortable. The guy catches and shoots. Giannis drives, kicks it out. The guy catches and shoots. Bro, that their job just so much easier. I understand, but we haven't been tested like that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Where what was there only one game that we played against like a top seed, which was what was it? The Cavaliers? I don't think they're a
Mm-hmm.
top seed anymore, but
Knicks.
the Cavaliers are still good. They just have missing players. But we haven't played with Edge since yet, like in a while. Maybe last game, like the Pacers. Only why is it only the Pacers that we play with Edge?
Personal.
Brian, yeah.
Like you guys don't take whatever
Rivalries.
that word,
I got you.
rivalry seriously. You guys come in and clock out like it's like 9 to 5. Like I don't think these guys even practice.
I
There's
think we fought
practice
with the
media,
Celtics.
but do we even practice?
I do think we fought with the Celtics. I think we looked
Yeah.
at the Celtics like that. I just think that the Celtics more often than not got the better. They had the better team.
Tay. Right.
They got better of us or whatever. But they are. I agree. There's just certain teams that we clock out mentally. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's hard to look at.
I remember I went to a game, a Raptors game versus the Bucks. Um 2 years ago when we had Gary, no, what was his name again? The number 99.
Oh,
Um
Oh,
Crowder.
like
Jay
Ugh.
Crowder and Damian Lillard his first year. I remember that was the first Raptors game I ever went to. If you're
Oh,
thinking it.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I
Uh,
didn't come here for the Raptors, man. I came for the Bucks. And we
Shout out
got
to you,
blown
Monolando.
out.
Support the squad. Support the squad. But we gonna
We
do these round
came we
robins.
came in. We got blown out. This just reminded me of that game. Like we played so bad that game. This is just we played the exact same to this game.
We
So I
gonna
think
regroup
sometimes we
though
just
because I
clock
think a
out.
lot is on the line on this Friday game against Chicago. I want to ask about Chicago before we get up out of here. I want to start with you, CJ. Then we gonna end with Monolando. What are y'all thoughts and expectations for this Friday against the number one team in the East, the Chicago Bulls? On you, CJ.
normally this team basically always plays to their competition. So if they playing a team like, let's just say, Charlotte, they're not going to take them seriously. If we're playing a team like Chicago or a team like, for example, the Pacers, we're basically kind of like in a way, the players will be a little bit more focused. And mainly with this game here, I mean, you really don't want to lose against quality teams because really the question will stem down to is like, okay, are we good? But then when people are going to go down to like last year, we got swept by New York, 4 games. Like, I mean, you don't
Cleveland,
want to,
Cleveland,
and
Boston. We couldn't
Cleveland.
beat any of the good teams, the top four teams.
Right.
So
Right.
if you want to, say you want to be the quality team, you got to beat some of these quality teams. And I'm not saying the Bulls, let's just say, 10, 20 games later, they could just, be bad. But overall, you want to win these games. And these quality games where, teams is playing hot, like, you got to, perform. But it's also, it's like, we got to keep improving on the defensive end because it's not like we're playing these weak teams. No, we're playing good offensive, like, teams who can, everybody can pass, everybody
Hmm.
can score, teams know their roles. So it's like, it's putting pressure on us. Like, okay, like it's not the coach. I mean, we didn't get rid of Brooke Lopez for no reason because everybody was thinking it's Brooke Lopez, but now it's still like kind of the same. But at the end of the day, with the game that we're talking about here, all I want is a W. That I don't care if it's a Giannis game winner like Indiana,
All right.
get a W. That's all I care about because
Facts.
I don't like the Bulls. I'm sorry.
Facts.
I don't
Facts.
I don't like Josh Giddey. I don't like neither of them. I don't like no of them,
Right.
bro.
I don't like them because they be having the whole arena smelling like smoke. So I really don't like it either. They come down here and defile Fiserv form, coming in there smelling all extra, coming into our arena.
Oh
You
yeah,
So
that's
pick,
the
wait,
thing.
so they be smelling like
yeah.
real loud.
You picking up what I'm putting down? Like
I
it's
know
really
exactly
No,
what
no,
you're
wild.
putting
no.
up.
It's actually really
What does it
wild.
smell like? Manure?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Some Northern Lights. Some Northern Lights or some. Yeah, they be wild.
Smell like
But
tacos at the
when you,
summer league.
but Fiserv form during a Bulls game is very interesting because it's damn near half and half in there. It's very interesting to
Hmm.
see. It's literally almost half Bulls, half Bucks. Like it's very interesting to be in that game, and that was a virus. Anybody could go to a Bulls Bucks game in Chicago or in Milwaukee. It's interesting. You will definitely feel the intensity and know that that's a rivalry game, 100%. Hey, but y'all Bulls fans coming to Five Star Forum, don't disrespect our home, brother. Y'all keep that in the car. I don't like all that. Just wanted to get that about there. It's on you, CJ.
I just want to quickly say final because I'm gonna get out of here.
All
I'm gonna
right.
let you guys chip off, but finish off with a dub. I know on the Bulls side, um, I wouldn't allow too many tra- to really win this game. And the key I would say is mainly stop the transition breaks because once they get in transition, because ain't nobody gonna guard the three because we're just gonna let the three happen. Everybody's just gonna be scrambling. As long as we keep transition, like bad turnovers that's leading into transition points, and then also limit offensive rebounds, bro. That's just a key part that's been a
Boxing out, yes.
problem, bro, for like years, bro. Like that's I'm growing like beards because of how bad the offensive rebound is. It's atrocious, bro. So as long as we keep those like contained, bro, we got it done.
Appreciate you. Shout out. We gonna get out of here together. Shout out to you, Say J. On you, Dr. Smith. Then we gonna go to Monolando.
For sure. Well, firstly, Sal Kelly, my mistake, bro. I misunderstood you. God bless us all, love. I misunderstood what you were saying, bro. But as far as the Bulls to me are like, this year's Orlando Magic, like what the Orlando Magic were last year, which to me was a surprise level up team, where I kind of saw it coming, but then they actually played better than even I thought. But I did not think that the Orlando Magic had leveled up or priced themselves out of our
Mm-hmm.
price range last year. I don't think the Bulls did this year, but they will punish the types of mistakes that we are making right now over the last couple of games. Dirk said it perfectly. We have not played hard or intelligent since the first quarter of that Kings game.
Mm-hmm.
That was something he pointed out. I can't even take credit for it. It wasn't something I thought about until he said it. Nail on the head. We've been trashed since then, and I think that's what the coaches should point out. That like they really need to go back to prioritizing scheme and intelligence. Scheme and intelligence. I think the Bulls are good. I don't think that they're so good that I'm looking at them like I don't know what we're gonna do. No, we can go in and play our game and win, but we have to go back to playing our game because I haven't seen that since the first quarter of the Kings game. We were supposed to be prioritizing defense to generate offense, and that hasn't happened. If before this game we were below average, I don't even want to look at tomorrow's ranking if we're even in the top 20 because I don't think so.
Right? No.
And we can't use back-to-back games as an excuse because other teams have back-to-back games. So other teams are going to fall victim to that, and that's going to affect their ranking as well. Like, we have to prioritize thinking basketball and stop saying, like, using, well, you know, like I was in the moment and I was feeling the vibe and this is something that I wanted to do. Like, that's kind of like the excuse that we're coming up with right now versus making the right play. We're not making the right play. That starts with coaching. That needs to be emphasized in the locker room. There needs to be some white chalkboard or whatever where right play is written in red ink and circled and underlined.
Right.
And someone in the hallway got a t-shirt that says right play, and you got someone with a bullhorn going up and down the hallway saying, make the right play. Make the right play, Kyle. You shooting the three-pointer is not the right play, Kyle. Like, stuff like that. Go back to making the right play. Certain things shouldn't even be considerations that are considerations for us right now, right?
Facts.
Create opportunity for Ryan Rollins. If everyone in the world can see what this young brother can do if you water that plant, then water that plant. Don't just leave him out to the wolves. He's only 23 years old. You see that he's got some talent. Every talent in this league that ascended to high levels got there because someone saw something in them and they watered that plant. They set that person up for success. Look at what OKC did for Shea. I'm not saying he's Shea. I'm saying that they watered that plant so that Shea became Shea. I don't know what Ryan Rollins can become, but the world will never know if you're just leaving him out to dry up there on double teams. No one comes in to set a screen. Everyone's just sitting there watching him flounder. And you know what, players? If Doc is not telling you to do that, you've been playing basketball long enough, you should know to go and
Don't do it. Right. Facts.
Go set up. It's not going to take you out of your play. Go set up a screen so you can free him up. Let's start scheming some of these guys open.
Let's start coaching. Let's just say it. They need to start coaching.
Exactly. Back to ISO ball. ISO ball should have been the furthest thing from this team. We have maybe 3 players, maybe,
right,
who can succeed in that type of basketball. Maybe. Everything is supposed to be ball movement, scheme, screens, rolling, moving. Ball has to pop. The minute the ball stops, we're dead in the water. Everyone should know right now, just like Monolando pointed out, strengths and weaknesses on certain players, right? Miles Turner should never be putting the ball on the court trying to do a spin move. Everyone can steal the ball off Miles Turner if he does that. He has flippers for hands. You don't believe me? There's a scouting tape on YouTube right now talking about that very thing. When Miles Turner first came to the Bucks, there was a scouting tape that this guy pointed out strengths and weaknesses. Miles Turner's weakness, catching the ball in the scrum, securing the ball security when there's a lot of hands around him. His strengths, pick and pops. So why aren't we seeing more pick and pops with Miles? He's deadly doing that. Think the game. Man, this is basic stuff. We're talking about fans doing this. Fans putting together scouting tape. Fans who have other jobs, who have other responsibilities. If in their off time, in their downtime, they can do this, then the people who are in the facility every day need to be drilling the... Salute to the chat.
That was an epic rant. Hold on, Dr. Smith.
Oh my gosh. Basic stuff, man. Basic stuff, bro.
Oh, you Monolando, we're getting out of here. What's your last words, Monolando? Damn, Dr. Smith with it. Go ahead, Monolando. You on mute, bro.
Yeah, man. Dr. Smith, you cooked on that one, man.
Right,
Like, you
facts.
had all the stuff that was on my mind You just word it perfectly, man. Yeah, but yeah, there's someone in the chat, Baby Joseph. He's saying, ISO does not work for this team. We're shooting.
No,
What is it?
No, yeah, it
We're
doesn't.
shooters, not creators. When have we ever been creators? We've always been shooters. Ever since Giannis, they said Giannis needs shooters around him. Now he has shooters around him. That's all they could do, though.
That's all they could do. There's no credit. And I saw that in the chat. I don't know
Hey,
if it was Scales or Pronte. Yeah, we don't have any creators, and not having KPJ puts us
no, we
down one
we
creator.
we do have. Sorry,
sorry.
Amar, we do have
Uh,
creators, but they're not ready. Rollins is just breaking out. Cole Anthony,
It's
he's
a
just
credit.
figuring out things. He's not. He's very undersized. I just realized how undersized he is. Besides, in our team, I thought he was small in Orlando. He's even smaller here.
But
I
he's
was like,
playing hard though.
I
He's
was.
playing good though. I'm cool with what Cole
He's
Anthony's doing.
he's my favorite pickup out of all of the players that we
So
picked up this
far, he's been
offseason.
really producing. Really producing.
Yeah, every time he comes in the game, I'm like, yes, Cole Anthony's in the game. Let's let's just this will like balance
Stabilize.
out the Bobby minutes,
Yep,
stabilize the
stabilize
Bobby
him.
minutes, or the Kuz minutes, or some Dumbo, like whatever's going on. Like I understand when Giannis comes in, he plays 300%, and then right when he gets out, it's like just the energy just changes. It's like, all right, guys, let's just let them in the lane. Giannis is not there anymore. Let's just go at Bobby. Okay, let's switch Bobby onto the middle of the floor, and we're gonna ISO ball him. Because imagine someone comes and he sees you, he's like, oh yeah, Bobby. All right, let me just tween. Has he? Right to the lane. Dennis Schroeder. I understand he's a guard, but you can't get Dennis Schroeder to give you a easy layup like that multiple times. That game, I'm sorry, that Kings game just pissed me off because
That was
they
bad.
were
Yeah,
getting layup lanes left and right. You got
they were
Dennis
running
Schroeder
that.
scoring 30
Yeah,
from
their best
layups.
play. Yeah, they had 4 people that scored over 20. Yeah, that was
That
crazy.
team is an ISO heavy team too. That means you can't guard nobody.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Like
So what you think about
they're
Friday?
gonna,
What you think about against the Bulls?
the Bulls. I think they got blown out tonight too by the Philadelphia.
Oh, they
I
lost.
think
Oh, they lost. No, they won.
bad.
113, 111. They won.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
oh,
tough,
yeah,
man.
you understand what I mean, bro? I was watching
Yeah,
that
they.
game just to see what's going on.
Oh, what was that, Dr.
That was like
Smith?
that.
I was saying the shock on his face was
Right. That
priceless.
was hilarious. Right. But yeah, they won,
That
bro.
was like a West
113, 111.
African. That was like a West African.
Right. What's that?
I'm
Yo.
from East Africa, but I'm from East Africa, but they do
Yeah, I
West
know
Africa.
exactly what you talking about. That was crazy.
That was
I
like a
gotta get up
distressed.
out of here, yo. I gotta get up out of here.
I'm sorry.
All right, Monolando. What's your last?
But
What you
yeah,
think about the Bulls game?
I think I think the Bulls won. So you know what? You know how I judge games for their next games? I say, okay, let's see what the other team was doing. Oh, they lost a really bad loss. Oh, they want to bounce back. We're gonna have a hard one. Oh, these guys won. Now they're feeling confident, and we lost badly. Yeah, we're gonna win this by 30.
All right, I'm gonna
That's
leave
what
it
I
on that.
think.
All right,
That's what I
Monolando.
think.
All right, Monolando, go.
That's what
Shout
I
out
think,
Dr. Smith.
bro.
That was an epic rant, Dr. Smith. That was an epic rant, sir. I just want to give you one more.
Well, I appreciate it. Let's hope somebody heard
All
it
right.
on that side.
All
Listen,
right, Dr. Smith. Be safe out there, bro. All right, salute. All right, y'all. Let me get Brandon in here before we get up out of here. Damn, my man, Dr. Smith went in. What's up, Brandon?
What up?
Before you get started, salute to Brandon that got the haircut today. He done got the beard shaved. He took a game off. He done came back, then cleaned up. Go ahead, Brandon. Look at it. Look at it, Brandon.
Hey, I took the days off.
Yeah. To go come back cleaned up. I see you.
Yeah.
See you came back looking like a news anchor. So salute to you. Go ahead.
I agree with Dr. Smith, Monolando, DJ, Daniel. I agree with it.
Right, and shout out to CJ. CJ was spitting. CJ was spitting.
I agree. I think Bobby, here's the thing though. I think Bobby needs to go.
Okay.
There's I say Bobby needs to go. Because we all love Bobby, but his defense is unbelievable.
Agreed. Agreed.
Because this, we know it's a back-to-back game, yeah. But there's no excuses. We should not be losing this game today.
Mm-hmm.
I understand we won that game last night against Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no excuse. This is, I think, like you pointed out here, the rest need to get some need to get some education going.
Mm-hmm.
No excuses that ref do not call any foul.
Right.
Like,
I agree with that.
because when we get some tickets that foul, we get tickets that foul on AJ Green.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like the ref. To see this whole narrative going around when Giannis need. That has to stop.
Mm-hmm.
That has to stop.
What you think about the game? What you think about the game on Friday for the Bulls? Are you concerned about that game? How you feel about that game?
Hell no. I'm not concerned about no Bulls game. Yeah, the Bulls play. They are number one seed in the East. But I'm guessing like 25 games, they're going right back like I did last. I have
Did,
to say,
did you get a chance to check the game out today, Brandon?
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
I'm
Hopefully you
pissed
get.
off.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I'm
Hopefully.
pissed off.
But hopefully you can just check it out though Friday, because Friday gonna be a big game. If we can bounce back against the Chicago Bulls, the number one team in the East, I think that'll do a lot for our confidence. But we gonna need to play good basketball at home at Fiserv Forum.
I want to get something off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Why the heck we not running play for AJ?
That's a Doc
It's
thing.
him open. You see what JJ Reddick did back in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Why not running play for
That's
AJ
a
Green to
that's the
get
mil-
him
yeah
open?
that's the $1 million question. We got to see what Doc do. Hopefully he's listening and starting to take some constructive criticism and can do something. We gonna see. We got they got a few days off now until Friday, so we gonna see if they can make some adjustments coming into this Bulls game. I'm expecting to see a very good version of the Bucks coming after being beat down by 28 points. So they're gonna have a few days to fester, regroup, and I expect a good performance at Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family this Saturday, because that was crazy. And then or Friday,
And
I'm sorry. Then we play the Rockets on Sunday.
it is unacceptable. Why do these teams shooting 40 or 30 free throws a game? That's uncalled for.
No, I agree. Yep. No, I agree with you, Brandon. We gonna
I
see
blame
though.
the
We
ref.
gotta hope for the best. I mean, Doc has brought it up in pressers. I'm hoping Giannis will say something, and then we'll just see what happened. Though, Brandon. We gotta keep our fingers crossed and just hope we can play well on Friday, bro. All right, Brandon.
The Luther Bucks need to finish red. They won last time.
Yeah.
They win. They, hey,
Where you
you
at,
know
no
what they
strays?
last time?
Hey, no strays. Tell the Celtics to take it one loss at a time.
And take Boston, you gotta take one L at a time. Take one loss at a time.
Get
So,
him, Brandon. All
the
right,
Luther
bro.
Bucks need to finish win. It's the early season, but I believe in the team.
Say.
So,
All right,
the Luther Bucks need to finish win. Take one game at a time. Take one loss at a time. Boston fans, take one loss at a time. Dude, I'm out.
out to Brandon. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. That was oh. All right, y'all. We will reconvene this coming Friday after the Bulls game. We will be going live to discuss the Bucks win versus our crosstown rivals, the Chicago Bulls, and we will handle our business in Fiserv Forum, the house that Giannis built. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. We just got done discussing the beat down the Bucks received from the Toronto Raptors, 128-100. We just played bad. We got to step up. Comment, like, subscribe, share the most electrifying content on YouTube with the most intelligent chat on YouTube, male or female. We get it cracking over here. Get the likes up. Gone.